of Life, a show about Jewish books, music, film, and web. I'm Heidi Estrin. The Book of Life is a podcast service of the Feldman Library at Congregation B'nai Israel in Boca Raton, Florida. Additional support comes from the Association of Jewish Libraries. David Sachs is a deli fanatic. When he noticed that the beloved delis of his youth were in decline, he wrote a book about it, Save the Deli, in search of perfect pastrami, crusty rye, and the heart of the Jewish delicatessen. Our Canadian correspondent, Anne Dublin, attended the launch party for the book at Caplansky's Deli in Toronto.
I'm sitting at a table in Caplansky's Deli in downtown Toronto. In the background, you can hear customers placing their orders, munching on their sandwiches, and sighing with satisfaction when they're finished. I've come to talk to David Sachs, the author of a book called Save the Deli. David is a Toronto native who's a deli fanatic. His idea of perfect happiness is tucking into a pastrami on rye with a pickle on the side. Well, David, so what started you on the road to writing Save the Deli?
I grew up at Jewish delis, going to them with my family. Yitz's in Toronto was the one that we went to the most. And then my parents were from Montreal, so we went to Montreal to the Brown Derby with my grandparents, to Snowden Deli, to Schwartz's and Walensky's, and they were just joyous places that we would always go. And when I was studying at McGill University, I decided to write a paper with a friend on the sociology of the Jewish delicatessen. And as part of that, we discovered that the delis were in fact disappearing, that there were once greater numbers of them, and they'd been declining not just in Montreal, but in Toronto and in other cities. And that really got me, motivated to write this book. And there was the kernel of the idea that got it going on.
Well, from a small kernel grows a large tree.
A pot of popcorn.
Puzzled on this book. So can you tell us a little bit more about what's in the book?
What's in the book? Well, the book is really a look deep inside the Jewish delicatessen business. It takes you behind the counter, standing shoulder to shoulder with the counterman at Katz's, slicing pastrami, into the wilds of deli cities like Los Angeles and Detroit and Chicago and Montreal and Toronto and even London and Paris. And it really ties the culture of the food together with the business to show how delis have evolved, why they're in the state they are today, and what we can sort of look forward to in the future.
So the book is really a book of social history.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a look into an edible culture, is what I like to say. It's not just a food book with there are no recipes in it. It's not, as some people say, foodie porn. It's not just beautiful shots. There's very few photographs. It's the stories of the people who make it.
So tell me, David, what was your best experience writing this book?
There wasn't one, although the first chapter, the book opens up with me working behind the counter one night at Katz's Deli in New York, probably the most famous Jewish deli in the world, the oldest Jewish deli in the world. And it was like, being given a stick and being put on the Montreal Canadiens. It was this incredible chance to work at this place that was an icon of the Jewish deli trade and remains an icon. It was just, terrifying and wonderful at the same time.
Did you need special training to do that?
They gave me about a 5-minute, prep, and that was it. So wow. I was really thrown in with the wolves, so to speak.
Yeah, but you came out alive. I'm glad to see
and
that.
And with all my fingers.
Do you dare to tell us what your worst experience was?
There's something that got cut from the book, but I've been telling it recently in interviews, is that I was driving through the middle of nowhere, Kansas, and stopped and pulled off at an Arby's because I wanted to taste what corporate deli tasted like, fast food deli, and I had a Reuben sandwich it was like eating hot melted plastic. It was just the most atrocious thing I'd ever had.
Now, David, I have a really serious question to ask you. Really serious. What's your perfect, ideal deli sandwich?
One that's free. I'm just joking. My perfect ideal deli sandwich is, one that's hand sliced on crisp, warm rye bread with mustard on it, and that's pretty much it. I mean, it's the simplicity is the beauty of it, and it's really hard to get it right. But when you do, man, oh man, nothing beats it.
You know it. David Sachs, thank you for this interview today and for your delicious book, Save the Deli.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Hi, what's your name?
Lillian Batovsky.
And what's yours?
Sid Batovsky.
And what brings you to Caplansky's this evening?
Well, I grew up on Bellevue. There were 3 delis in 1.5 blocks and 3 movie theaters in 1.5 blocks, so you can eat and watch movies to your heart's content. There's no movie now, but at least there's a deli back here.
And what's your favorite deli sandwich?
Pastrami, I guess.
On rye?
On rye, of course, on rye.
And what kind of mustard?
Quite harsh mustard.
Oh,
Strong mustard. Strong mustard, right.
All right.
And a nice soft drink.
And a pickle?
Absolutely.
Of course, a pickle. Sid and Lillian, thank you. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Sasha Burkovsky.
And what's your favorite deli sandwich?
Oh, that's a tough one. See, the funny thing is, I've been mostly vegetarian for many years now. But the other irony is that I worked at 3 of the Shopsy's delicatessens for many years when they were still around in the city.
Is that why you're a vegetarian?
Probably.
Thanks, Sasha. Hi, what's your name?
Gail Joaquin.
And what's yours?
Pavel Friedman.
Very nice to meet you. So what brings you to Caplansky's on this beautiful, chilly autumn evening?
Hunger for something good.
Did you get it here? I see you're chewing on something.
Just got the first round of samples. They're enjoying one of their smoked meat dishes. And they are in this world.
All right.
Grab one quick.
Right. Missed my chance. Maybe it's second round. And what brings you here? I see you got the book in front of you, Save the Deli.
Yeah, I'm very interested in the resurgence of Jewish life.
Are you particularly interested in food or food culture or history of food?
Don't I look like it?
No. For our listeners, this lady is slim and beautiful.
Oh.
All right. Well, enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Ooh, Deli, here I am, pie, strumming on rye. Here I am, Deli, cold wine, cabbage, potatoes, and I'll be ready for my main course. Ooh, Deli, here I am, pie, strumming on rye. Yeah. With the pickles on the side, corned beef on rye. And I want a pie pie. I'm craving that smoked meat. Yeah. On rye. That pie. Yeah. The pickles on rye, corned beef on rye. And I want a pie pie. I'm craving that turkey. Yeah. Craving that pie. The drumming on rye, corned beef on rye. And I want a pie pie. I'm craving that smoked meat. Yeah. Craving that pie. The drumming on rye, corned beef on rye.
There are so many ways to connect with the Book of Life. Fan us at facebook.com/Book of Life Podcast. Follow us at twitter.com/Book of Life Pod. Email us at boooflifepodcast@gmail.com and listen to the latest episode by phone at 916-313-3820. and of course find links to everything at bookoflifepodcast.com. The Book of Life is a podcast service of the Feldman Library at Congregation B'nai Israel in Boca Raton, Florida at cbiboca.org, and is supported in part by the Association of Jewish Libraries at jewishlibraries.org. Our background music is provided by the Freilachmakers Klezmer String Band at freilachmakers.com. Thanks for listening, and happy reading.